What's up? Welcome to our What's Up podcast.
Podcast where we roast people.
No. We interview people.
No, we roast them.
But seriously, this is a podcast where we interview interesting New Zealanders.
Malolele, my name is Asia.
Hi, my name is Taulauniu. We hope you enjoy our podcast.
Always, all days, all nights, sing do-I.
Round 1.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Kia ora, ko Nita Ropati-Riki ahau, no Ngāti Huia te hapu ko kāpiti rawa ko tararua ngā maunga, ko Ōtaki te awa, ko Ngāti tua rangatira taku iwi, e noho hau tēnei wāhi no Ōtara, so I live in Ōtara, but I'm from the Kapiti Coast area.
What did you want to be when you were my age?
Do nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love sports, though. I did play a lot of sports when I was around your age. And sports was not a career option. It was just really more of a hobby. And when I was going to school. So sports can be seen as a career option now, but it wasn't when of my age. So we were always pushed to do things like think of nursing, think of teaching, get a qualification, be a doctor, be a nurse, but I didn't want to do any of that. The hard part was I didn't really like school too, so thinking about going to do extra training like nursing or a lawyer didn't appeal to me. So I can say that I didn't really know what I was going to do when I was your age.
What was it like in Ōtara when you were young?
How old are you?
12.
12.
12, yeah.
So when I was 12, you could actually catch a net mullet in the creek in Ōtara when I was your age. So, I mean, that would just show how huge a difference it is today. The Ōtara Creek is really polluted. So you know where the bridge is?
Yeah.
Not very far from the bridge is where we used to catch mullet. And the water was beautiful. It was tidal. So at high tide, the water would come in, and there was no bridge, obviously, and you could dive off in the water. It was probably around 10 to 12 feet. And then on the outgoing tide, you'd be able to put your net out and catch mullet. So that's probably a significant difference to you being 12 now and me being 12.
Yeah.
Plus there was no houses around.
Yeah.
All around Ngāti Ōtara Park and all around on Alexander and Franklin were all paddocks. There was no houses.
Yeah. So if you had to compare Ōtara today and back then, how would you improve our town?
I'm trying to put it in terms that would be really kind of relevant for you as a 12-year-old and maybe going between 12 and 16. The improvements is that you can't really improve what has been damaged because the decisions that were made in the 60s and 70s were decisions that were probably bad decisions and reflect why things are the way they are. So there was a huge generation of families in the 60s and 70s. What year were you born?
2010.
2010?
Yeah.
Gosh. So in the 60s and 70s, growing up in Ōtara, all families had work. Everyone worked. And that was because you had places in Penrose, Otahuhu, here around East Tāmaki. There were all these factories, so people were working out of factories. There was lots and lots of work. So consequently, if you went to university, you could leave university, and during the break of university, you could find a job, and that work would help support you when you went back to university. But you can't. That's really impossible to do that now. The environment is different. And the reason why I talk about that is because what happened in the 60s and 70s and the 80s, having work really gave families in Ōtara a foundation and allowed families to make decisions. They had big families. I'm from a family of 8 and I'm the oldest. How many in your family?
5.
5. So that's a huge difference. And your family's still big.
Yeah.
It's big now.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about families of being 2 to 3 children, and that's a big family. But you're from a big family of 5.
Yeah.
I was from a family of 8. My neighbours had 16. So, you know, it was just so different. I don't know what could have happened to improve the situation for you as a young person growing to be an adult living here in Ōtara, but all I do is encourage our Ōtara people to just stand up for themselves and make themselves be counted.
Do you have any words of encouragement to give to us?
I just think that school is really important. I'm looking over at Asia. I'm not sure whether or not you like school. Maybe like me, I didn't like school, but school is important, and I learned that later on in life. Learning stuff is not always in the classroom. It can be through your family, through your parents or your grandparents, through your friends. But yeah, having a plan really helps too.
Yeah.
If by the time you're 14, 15, you need a plan.
Yeah.
You need a plan so you know what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So I just encourage you to think about what your plan will be. And so what if your plan is to be the CEO of a company? That's okay, that's fine. Or you want to be a mountain climber and climb the Mount whatever. Go to the Himalayas and climb all the mountains there. Do it. Just do it.
On behalf of the What's Up podcast, we'd like to thank you for your time and wisdom today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. Very good questions.
Round 2.
What is the weirdest dream you have ever had?
I think the weirdest dream that I've never been able to work out is when I've been chased down by someone, basically being chased by my grandmother, but not being able to get caught, and or chasing someone but never being able to catch up. Like running really, really fast but not being able to catch up to them. I've always found that a weird dream. I don't do that anymore.
What is the wildest thing you have ever done?
That's a really interesting question, but it's really damaging to my character if I answer that. Kind of stepping into things that are outside of my comfort zone. You know, when you feel really afraid of something and you don't really want to do it. Like jumping off a high cliff into a water or off a wharf. So I have done that several times. And that it's exciting, but it's also horrible because you get all these butterflies in your stomach. Yeah.
What is the best advice you ever received?
I think the best advice is I've always listened to my grandmother. I was really close to my grandmother. I really, really loved her. And I always took into account what she had to say. She said I would never make a bread maker. I was terrible at making bread, so I never make bread. She said that I would be a good mother because I was always looking after my siblings, so I believed her. And she taught me how to cook. So the advice she gave me, I always listened to. Like, come and help me cook. It was important.
What is your favorite food of all time?
My favourite food?
Yeah.
God, what a hard question that is. I think my go-to food, which is really quick and I don't have to cook it myself, is ice cream. Yeah.
Same.
Same? What flavour?
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. I don't mind cookies, but my favourite, and my children always say it's a nanny ice cream, is rum raisin. Yeah.
What are 3 items on your bucket list?
Well, I'm fairly old now, so I don't have many on my bucket list. But I think that everything that's on my bucket list costs money. So that's why it's probably a wish list rather than me going off to do something. And that is, I'd really like to do a P&O. Do you know what a P&O is?
No.
It's a boat cruise through the Netherlands through the Netherlands and around the fjords there, and also the possibility of doing one in Greenland in the northern hemisphere. And the other bucket list is probably being able to walk the Abel Tasman walkway, or it's a heritage park in New Zealand down the South Island.
This is the last round.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's podcast. Hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Always, all days, all nights, sing do I do.